Do you think you started to prove your worth now after you've admitted you had a bit of a slow start to your Cheltenham career?
Yeah, I just think it's about, I feel better and I'm obviously playing better. The more games I play, I think the more consistent, and you'll see the better of me. Obviously I'm not the flashy player that some players like. I'm in there to do what I do best.
Yeah, so if one of the more flashy players are doing what they want to do you think that means you're doing your job?
Yeah, at the end of the day it's a team game. You can't, everyone can't be the same, so it's just the way I play and what player I've become.
Yeah, okay. If you could play alongside any of the two of the following midfielders, who would you go for? Beckham, Gerrard, Giggs, Scholes and Lampard. the person who asked the question, you said you can pick two of those. Who would you like to play with and why?
I'd probably say David Beckham, because he had it all, and I don't think he was as rated as much as I thought he should have been, his technical ability. And I'd probably say Paul Scholes. He had everything, box-to-box midfielder, and he scored a lot of goals as well.
Yeah, are you a United fan? Or?
No, I'm a blue, but you didn't put any in there.
Another one slightly different. If you could shadow any historical figure, who would it be?
To be honest, that's a good question. To be honest, I don't think I've got an answer for you for that one.
Okay, all right. If you could change anything about football, the rules or the laws of the game, what would you change anything?
I wouldn't change anything. I would maybe what's got, I think, coming in over the years is goal line technology will be in the divisions properly. Not as used to time waste a game, but just it can be effective really, and helps the referees out, and the decisions will be spot on for what will take 5 seconds.
Yep. Okay. Who do you think you've had the best or hardest midfield battles against during your career?
The best. To be honest,
is anyone you always sort of enjoy testing yourself against, or you've had some good?
Obviously,
good
no. It's always nice when you obviously get a cup game and you play against the higher players, and you like to test yourself against them, and obviously that's where you aspire to be in the end. I've had loads of good battles over the years, and throughout League Two.
Yeah. It's
one of the main things. There's a battle every week.
Yeah. Okay. What areas of your game do you think you need to work on the most?
To be honest, I think overall in general, I think there's always time to improve, and obviously better yourself. Everyone wants to play as high as they can, and I'm no different.
Yeah. Okay. Have you always played in midfield?
First of all, when I was a kid, I started centre half. Then I've played everywhere, to be honest, but I've seemed to just settled in midfield majority of the time.
So you went back to your old position a bit this season, haven't you, for Cheltenham? Do you listen to heavy metal?
No. No chance.
Who do you
That's
think?
Steve Elliott's.
Yeah, I think they found out that he liked them and wanted to find out if you did. But who do you think's the strongest player at Cheltenham Town?
The strongest player? Probably myself.
You going for yourself? Yeah. Another one. You might not know the answer to this, but how fast do you think you can run the 100 metres?
It won't be quick. I'm not the quickest, to be honest. There's probably a few people on one leg beating me.
Who's the toughest player you've played with, would you say? Hardest player you've played alongside?
Played with? I don't say toughest. I've played with a few good players, to be fair, who've gone on to play in the Premiership, like Anthony Pilkington. He's really good, and technically he's the best I've played with anyway.
Yeah, okay. I remember somebody asking this when you first signed, but what do you think of Steve Evans?
He's different to all other managers I've played for. He's got his own methods and techniques and that, but he's doing bringing success to Rotherham, and he's obviously got him out of League Two, so he's not doing bad for himself.
Yeah. Did you always get on alright with him then?
Yeah, everyone has ups and downs with all managers. It's the way of life. People play on the edge and people clash now and then, but that's football at the end of the day.
Yeah. Okay. If your house was burning down, what do you think would be the first thing you'd save?
Myself.
Would you grab anything? You got any?
To be honest, I'd just get out of the house as quick as I could.
Okay. How long have you been shaving your head for?
Probably since I went to secondary school. I've probably started having a bald head. I could grow it if I wanted to,
yeah,
but
you got plenty of hair there, haven't you? Just don't let it grow.
I've got it there. I used to have a comb over as a kid, a little quiff, but it's not for me. That.
Right, so it's been a long time.
Yeah.
How have you found settling into a club down south?
Yeah, it was a new experience for myself. But to be honest, I've settled in all right. Like, the lads have been brilliant, to be fair. Everyone, the staff and everything. Obviously it's a nice part of the country, so I can't complain.
Yep. Okay. Did you ask to go out on loan? And if so, now you're in the team and playing, do you want to stay and you're committed to Cheltenham?
Yeah, I did, but that was only from frustration. I want to be every footballer wants to be playing football games at the end of the day. That's what we train all week for. You see, every time I come onto the pitch, I'm always 100% committed. I just want my thing was I just wanted to play games.
Yeah. Okay. And how close did you actually come to leaving? Was there time? Were there time where you were almost on your way out?
I'm not sure. That's not the question you should be asking me.
Right. And I've just speaking to Ian Hutton. He said you stepped it up in the gym, and I know you always do well in the fitness pre-season fitness stuff. But have you been putting extra work in? Have you sort of stepped up that side of it?
Yeah. Obviously, there's a few of us been doing a few extra bits with Ian in the afternoons and in the mornings and stuff. It's just really to maintain and make sure you're on your game, because competition for places is high at the minute. So one bad game, you could be out the side for weeks. So you just got to make sure you're on it every week.
Yeah, and you've not really had a good sustained period of games for Cheltenham yet, have you? Really, this hopefully, because you're playing in the wins, this could be the time you really establish yourself in the team.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I feel when I'm at my best, I'm playing week in, week out, quick games and cuts in succession. So hopefully I can do that and maintain it, and hopefully the side picks up too.